Welcome back to The Vocalyst. Today we are revisiting Megadeth, this time with the song Tornado of Souls. Here we go. Okay, I know it's been a while since that first reaction, so the memory is vague, but it's still there, and I already feel like I'm hearing so much more of his voice in this one, or maybe just more of the detail of his voice, which I'm really enjoying. You know the drill, we're going back. Oop, that was not what I meant to do. This opening... Yes. There is a bluesiness to this guitar solo that opened the song, like as if blues and metal collided, and this, I don't know, in my mind, that's what we would get. So I just really enjoyed it. So here we go. Okay, already, the first sound vocally is so small. It feels like he has created such a narrow space for that, and then it opened up. I think I'm going to be talking a lot about his vocals, because even in just the first, minute, I feel like so many different sounds were being created. Okay, I know I said snarl last time. It feels like he puts that so far forward. And yes, we've got texture going, but the space itself, not only looks small when we get a nice little close-up, but it sounds small. It feels so contained. Now I think that's the word he was saying. You can hear that opening, so there's a little bit more clarity in the sound. I feel like a slight elimination of texture as well. Still super bright, super pingy, laser focus. And then it just keeps getting narrower. I think the only word I can think of to describe it. I'm thinking, but that's the one that's sticking in my mind. And higher as well. Not higher just in pitch, but higher in placement. Now that sounded as if I'm trying to replicate that sound. I'm going to say a little bit like Donald Duck, in that, at least when I create that sound, my tongue is very high and my soft palate is lowered. There. I hope you're hearing that. I I'm like, do I not try and sound like Donald Duck right now? Okay, and now here we're getting so much more opening. Oh my gosh. Okay, sorry. Like that first one, I believe the word's not for the money. I should hold please. I needed to grab my phone so I could check the lyrics. And yes, the words are not for the money. So listen to that. It is so closed off at first. Now, the lyrics I'm looking at say not for the fame. Next, watch how he sings that, how little movement there is. Not for the money. Not for the fame. I am loving this so much because you can hear how much more space there is in that sound. It doesn't feel so contained. Not for the money. I love this duet because duet, harmony, however you want to describe it. The second voicing sounds more sung, less affected, but I hate saying the word affected because I feel as though we're hearing Dave's, sorry, I don't know if he goes by Dave. We're hearing his core sound. He's just doing so much with resonators and articulators to create something that's so unique. I'm sorry, I love that slide. I won't go back. I'm convinced this is a super strong mix. And I think something that I'm loving about this is if he wanted to, he could have done ballads. He could have done songs that showcased more of his range. It's very evident the skill is there. And so I think what I'm enjoying most about this is the fact that he made such specific choices to achieve these sounds and this sort of signature tone that he has. Gritty, edgy, very bright, very thin at times, sometimes nasally. I mean, I don't know, I'm really enjoying it. Carrying on. I know we're not getting, I feel like the camera action is moving a lot, so we're not focused on him the whole time. But the clips that I'm seeing, there is this calm presence in his body. And I would imagine if you're doing a lot of guitar playing while also singing and doing all these vocals, there needs to be some sort of stillness within you so that you can focus on everything. But at least watching, it's so powerful. It's so commanding to just see the way he's performing this, because as I'm listening to the vocals, it does feel very chaotic at times, very intense, but you don't see that. And even just his face, like, there's so little movement to create all of these really cool sounds. Whereas sometimes when you watch singers and they're doing a lot of edgy, textured singing, there's a lot more movement in the face. Or even when you're in a higher range, there's a lot more movement in the face. And so it's just very chill and very exciting to watch because of that calm presence he's got. It's, oh gosh, I love the twang, like the way he's, let me back it up a little bit. Okay, right there, when he said my, let me just pull up these lyrics again. I can't read fast enough. Where am I in these? Let me back it up a little more. Oh, see, the lyrics I'm reading, no more living trapped inside. I thought he sang my. Hold on. I can kind of hear if he did sing no more, because I'm hearing the M specifically. What I was getting at before I got distracted by the words, he went from something that felt like it had a lot of backspace into something that really embraced a higher laryngeal position and something that was very forward. Right there. It feels so much further back than what comes next last time. And then, yes, it's so high. I don't even want to say the word cartoony. I use that word when I'm working with singers and I'm trying to eliminate some of the weight that comes up with chest voice when you're in that mix. So we start in a very cartoony place, and it's just a really safe technique to train your TA muscle to stretch a little bit as you sing higher. See, like right there on the word be, I'm gonna, forgive me if I'm saying the wrong words. The word that sounded like be, we got like a fully sung note there with so little texture that you could really latch on to the tone itself. Sounds like he's like clenching his teeth just with how intense everything is. I want to hear that one more time because I don't know if we're gonna get to hear as much of his tone like we did in these last two lines. It sounds like he eliminates some of the texture when the harmonies come in, which is brilliant when you consider vocal pairing and trying to create something with a slightly more ensemble effect as opposed to just two people singing the same melody but a third apart, or, whatever the actual harmony is. I love that. Oh gosh. I wish it had just been one camera shot so I could have just watched the whole time. I feel like we got a decent portion of that solo, but I don't know, when I hear something impressive musically that obviously I cannot replicate, and I've said it a million times, I don't play guitar, aside from, like 3 weeks in school, I never learned. So I can't speak to the skill, but I can see the skill, and I just want to, I don't know, bask in it a little bit. So if there are any clips of them playing this where it's just one still camera shot, let me know. I'm just going to back it up into the vocals return. I love the way he slides and creates this super, super narrow slide in the same process. As contained as his sound seems at times, it's like he can always take it that much further, and he does that especially in the slides. Right there, it sounds so different. I genuinely don't know how to move forward with future Megadeth reactions, because after hearing Holy Wars, The Punishment Due, many of you commented that you kind of have to just listen to the whole album. And after hearing this song, that makes a lot of sense to me, because so many elements of this piece feels so different from what I first heard. And of course, I understand artists, bands, they all have, they're not one-trick ponies. You know, they are creatives. They have a lot of things that they want to put into music. And so I'm not surprised that there is so much contrast between the two, but I genuinely don't know if I had heard these two songs back to back and didn't know the artists, if I would have said they were by the same band, because at least to my ears, there's just, of course there are similarities, but there are a lot of differences. That being said, I don't want to upset the YouTube gods and like get an entire album reaction blocked, so I'll have to think on that one. But I definitely want to hear more. I think my big takeaway, getting to hear more of the vocals in this one, is just how skilled he is. Even if it doesn't sound like it in the traditional sense of good singing, you can just hear the range he has, not only like in terms of notes, but just in vocal texture, in placement, in utilizing resonators. Like there's just a lot happening, and watching him was fun because it looked effortless. It just seemed like another day and something he could just get out of bed and do, which he probably can. So I'm super curious to hear more, but that seems to be the theme. And it's hard because there are just so many great artists and bands that I have yet to hear. So deciding when to revisit the ones that spark my curiosity, it's a challenge. So we'll leave it at that. Thank you guys so much, though, for this recommendation and for watching with me. And hopefully I will see you next time.